Write. Handwriting is wonderful. Handwriting is the best what exists. All what is written down keeps in your brain. All what only when you only hear, you already on the same day lost around 40 to 60%. After 72 hours, you lost 80 to 90%. So, but when it's written down, you can repeat it for yourself. So every time take notes when I'm talking, because there might be something what you really want to repeat more times. So, and when you don't remember, you can take your notes, blah, blah, yeah, yeah, okay, like this it was. And when you wrote it down, the chance that you remember is many times higher than when you only hear me talking. So, but let's come back to the topic, go for no. I guarantee you, when you make every time a line like this, you see it well? Yeah. These are 5 no. So I guarantee you, when you have a paper, there are also the notebooks which have the squared papers, and when you every time on a paper sheet, every time you can fill up a paper, a square like this. When you love it like this is the second technique what you can do. You can fill up in blue, one square, next square, next square, next square. And when you fill up the whole sheet, you have earned enough money to live. I guarantee you, on every note, when you make a list of, depending your situation, how many people you know, how long you are already working with people, how socializing you are, also in internet, also in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, or anything. Yeah. When you communicate with people, you have a phone number. When you have a phone number, you can call the person. When you can call the person, you put it on the list. You put the name on the list, maybe the phone number you don't need to put because the phone number you have in your mobile phone. If it's saved, if you have a new phone number, because we have to add every day new people to this list. So if you get a new phone number, you put it on a paper or on the phone again. So, but on the paper, you write the names. You make a list of 100 people is the best way to start like a rocket. When you have no people, then you put a list of 20 people. But normally, everyone knows around 100 people. Everyone. They can have been in school with you. It can be that you know them from the supermarket, they helped you. It can be that you went to an event and you exchange numbers. It can be several times. There will be also a video about the technique, how you can talk to people to get the number. Because the base of our business is contacts. And when you look worldwide, in every business to be successful is collection of data. Every AI which is working, and we are in the AI business, which is working successful needs data from everywhere, sucking data from everywhere. The best paid hackers in the world are hackers who find data, like Visa was hacked. The Pentagon was hacked. There is the most data of everyone in the world. The many telecom companies got hacked, banks got hacked. Why? Because people are searching data. They don't want to destroy their business or something. Many hackers are not really bad. They only want to collect data. Okay. Nowadays, and this is a bad thing. But yeah, data is power. As more data you have, as more power you have. Okay. So when you call, you have a list of 100 people. Not everyone will say yes. When you write the names list, beside the list, if you don't have everyday contact with the person, you write also, you think a little bit, you write down from where you know this person. When you can also think, what was the last time when I met this person, what we were talking about? Look, you meet someone, friend after a long time, school friend after a long time. How are you? I'm so good. And the person said, no, I'm so sad. My dog died yesterday. And my kids are still crying. And I was crying with them also. Oh, I'm so sorry, but well, I don't have time now. I have to go. But long time we didn't see each other. Is your phone number, you open the phone, you check the phone number. Is the phone right still? I call you tomorrow. Then you say bye-bye, you go, and you put, how it's called, remember, you put in the phone a note that you have to call tomorrow this person. Don't skip it. This is your best leader, the most successful person in the future. Maybe. I cannot guarantee, but it can be. But when you don't call the person, it never can be your best team partner, right? So you call the person on the next day and you say, hey, how are your kids? Did they stop crying? 90% of the people don't know what you spoke with them. Think on yourself. You speak with someone about any problem. Tomorrow you meet the person again, or after 3 days, these people don't remember what you spoke. So also from the other side, nobody is expecting that you remember. So it's a surprise. And here we are in the leadership. A woman told me that she has too many cramps. If you are a woman, you know what I'm speaking about. And I have to call her on the next day because I don't want to fill up my body with negativity. That's why I'm very positive when people are talking too much negativity. And I cannot solve this problem because I'm not a doctor. So I have some ideas against that, but I cannot solve this problem, so better I go. Because when someone has cramps and someone has problems, normally these people also want to be alone with themselves. Many women are taking day off when they have this cramp situation in employment. You're putting your finger. So, okay, you finish this meetup. However, very important, you are busy. This gives you a higher stage, a higher level. You don't have time to hear all the stories. One story is enough because you only need one catcher for the next day when you call back. Then the person can put the other things also because you take time. On the phone call, you take time. But when you meet someone on the street, you don't have time. I'm going just now to a meeting. I'm just now going to a meeting. I'm really sorry. I don't have time. I hope that you find a solution for your cramps, but let's talk tomorrow, okay? I call you. You control the phone numbers if the number is still right, and you really call this person. The best is when you say, I call you tomorrow 3 p.m. Is this okay for you? And then at 3 p.m. you call this person. 3 p.m., not 2:59, not 3:01. It's 3 p.m. When you say you call someone at 3 p.m., you call at 3 p.m. Because what we are expecting in the Zoom call, that the people are coming at 7 p.m. or at the time which we gave them, that they come punctual. So everything what you expect from others, you have to give them first, not to take. Give people value. So if you say you will call the person tomorrow 3 p.m., you call this person at 3 p.m. punctually. Even at 2:55, when you already want to take the phone, you can wait 5 minutes, you can make yourself a coffee, but don't call at 2:55. You call 3 shot. Because when the phone rings and you take the phone, you see the time. And the people see exact the time. So you teach people punctuality without saying they have to be punctual. Okay? So the first is, hello, how are you? But do it with your heart. If you don't care how the person is, then better don't call, because then you don't want to work with this person. If you care about the person, you know what you spoke yesterday, and you ask, how are you? How are the kids? How are the kids? Did they stop crying? For sure, they are still sad. Dog nowadays is a part of the family. Yeah, this is like a family member died, not a dog. They say the dog died, but it's a family member. Yeah, especially the house dogs in apartments. Yeah, when you have a big garden and there is only a dog for taking care of the land, nobody cries about this dog. Maybe the kids still, but normally not, because there is no real contact. But when the person says on this day that my kids are crying, so you know already it's a family member. So you call, how are you? How are the kids? The kid, every mother, the kids are more important than her. You don't need to hear how she is, because when the kids are happy, she's happy. So don't go on how are you and wait. No, how are you? How are the kids? Are they still crying? Are they okay? Do you need anything? First of all, you stop speaking and you will hear silence. Wow. Do you know what happens in this silence? Wow. She really remembers and cares about me, how I am. Because normally, how are you? Hey, how are you? Bye. Hey, how are you? Bye. Nobody cares how are you really. Nobody. It's just a speech like, good afternoon. How are you? When you go out, everyone say, how are you? But try once. If you want to test it, you think you are not like this, but try once. When someone says, how are you? Oh, yes, yeah, good that you asked me, because I wanted to drop out my feeling, because I'm feeling so sad. You will see this person doesn't know what to do, because nobody expects that you really say, how are you? They expect from Muslim, Alhamdulillah, and from other people, thank you, I'm fine. Nobody expects that you speak out what you feel. So yeah, you are on the wrong place with me. I always say what I'm feeling. I'm always shocking the people. That's why I know it 100%. When you say, Oh no, thank you for asking. I was searching a person who hear me. Maybe I can invite you for a coffee and I can let out everything what I'm feeling. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I have to go to work. I have no time. Everyone runs away immediately. So when you call back the person and you ask, how are you? And you really mean it, and you took the time 10 to 15 minutes in this phone call to hear what the person really had, what issue, and you talk, make a conversation about it, then you are here in the value of the person top. Because I guarantee you, if the person has no psychologist or psychotherapist, you are the first person who asks how are you and means it. Guarantee. So you have already much more value in the person. And what is the good one? You can ask more questions. So here we are in the direct phone. Okay. You don't care about the dog, which you don't know. You care maybe about the kids, because I love also kids, so I care if they feel good or not. But in reality, when you didn't see long time this person, you are not so connected with this person, right? So you hear a little bit, and then you can come to the point. So, do you know? I'm calling you also. I'm calling you also to ask you how about the rest of your life? Okay, the dog died, but what is with the rest of your life? How are you living? Where are you living now? How is your situation? So you made the opener of the heart with the dog. You don't need to talk too much after. You just put points and in questions and real. You want really to know, because you ask for a number to a person which you remember from before, that you was feeling good with this person. You have been feeling good with this person. So you reconnect. When you reconnect, you expect that you will work with this person together and to reach highest success with this person. So you have to be interested in this person. If you are only interested in the money of the person, then you are on the wrong place. Skip this movie and watch another movie, action movie, or Steven Seagal or some killer movie. I don't know, but not my seminar. Because I'm a person who works with the heart. I know from people things where I have under the banking law, yeah, I don't have to speak to other people. Okay, I know many things from many people. So, and in this style, I'm asking you to be the same, to know many things of many people, but don't speak to other people about other people. Okay, if it's not positive, when you want to put someone high, when you give someone full respect, then you can speak. When you have to speak something negative, bite your tongue. Don't speak. Because in the moment that people are happy to hear gossip, in the second line, they say, oh, now she's speaking about this person or he, and when I go, she will speak about me. So this is not good for trust. You don't speak about other people. Trust is the base of every good business, not only our business. Every good business only is about trust. Even when you go to an electronic store and you want to buy a TV, You don't buy the TV because the TV is this TV. Normally, there are technical people which want, I wanted Toshiba XR 270 because I know this is the best for me. But 99% are going there to ask the salesperson which should be the best TV for me, right? And then you want the right answer, and you will buy the TV when you trust the person, or a car, or anything. It's not important what you buy. When you have a salesperson in front of you, you buy the most things because of trust to the person. In investment business, even worse. Even worse. The people mostly don't care about the company which you represent. They care about you. When people invest, they invest because of you. If the company scams, you are guilty. No one else. Everyone will attack you. You cannot imagine how powerful this is. I experienced it several times because I got scammed also 7 times, 8 times. So I made guilty my leader, the leader made guilty the next leader, then they made guilty the founder, but all my people made me guilty. And they have been many people made me guilty for the scam of the other company. They call me scammer. So if you have experienced something like this, don't worry. We have the solution. Okay? Keep with me and you will find the solution. Positivity is a part of it. So let me come back. You're talking with this person, the dog died, you remember? The dog died, the kids stopped crying, hopefully on the next day. So nobody cries more than 24 hours. But they are still sad, logical, part of the family. And you hear this all, and then you go further, you ask for the personal things. Because you are already in the personal wave. So you ask for personal things. You ask the person, so what are you working now? What are you doing for a living? You are married, you have kids, so mostly married or divorced. So, situation, private situation. Mostly, there is coming out that there is missing some money. Sometimes the money is enough and there is missing time. If you don't come to the point, you can ask one very important question. Is there or are there 1 or 2 things in your life which you would like to change to make your life better than now? Or to make your life perfect? Again, are there 1 or 2 or more things which you would like to change in your life and you think they would make your life, which you would like to change to make your life perfect or better? I guarantee you, you get 2, 3 things. The good one. When you make a phone call, you can have a notebook and a pen with you. You can write it down. When you speak personally, you have to remember until the end of the personal speech. That's why when I meet someone, I make the talk short, And on the phone, I can talk longer because all the information I write down. If you are computerized, you can put it in an Excel table. If you are on the phone, iPhone has notes, Google, there are Google Notes also. So Android also has notes. You can put it there also, person by person. But Excel table is more specialized, yeah. So Excel table is better. But you also can write it only on a notebook if you don't have, if you like it. I don't like handwriting. At all. I don't like writing, but I do it because it's necessary. Okay, so you ask the person, you get an answer. No money, no time, no happiness, husband cheating, husband drinking too much, the area where I'm living, I don't feel good. I have to work too much. I have no money for hobbies, or I have no time for hobbies. So you find out really profound what are the feelings of the person and where can be the solution. I tell you one thing, to earn money on a passive mode is always the best solution, because when you have to work to earn money, when you don't earn money while sleeping, you will end up dead and working until death. Okay, I repeat it. If you don't earn money while sleeping, you will end up working until death. Philip, you want to work until death? If not, there has to be one or two things which you should change in your life. If the situation is now that you have to work for your money. So something has to change. Yeah, you can read Robert Kiyosaki, the cash flow quadrant, where he explains the different, what I will also explain in the future in another video. I don't want to jump from one level to another. So, and you have to learn that most important is that you wake up in the morning and you earn money. When you are on this stage, not important how much money it is, you are on the right way. Thank you.